Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I just recently bought this Razer Blade Pro 17 2019 laptop, and I want to share what I like and I don't like about this laptop. First is the build quality. There's like no other laptop that is like this laptop. It just looks really premium and feel premium, but it can be a fingerprint magnet just all over the place here in the wrist pad and at the top of the lid. Next is the reason why I bought this laptop is the screen size. It's 17-inch. Unlike my Dell XPS 13 that is too small to use for work, after about like 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, my eyes are starting to squint. But this one is actually um, really great for to use for work. I don't have any of that problem. Next, I like the fact that you can open the lid with just one hand. Unlike the Dell, you cannot open that laptop with just one hand. This one is just really perfect for that. Next is the boot up time. It's really fast and it has the Windows Hello. It has the camera sensor. It doesn't have the fingerprint sensor, but I would prefer the fingerprint reader, but the camera is just fine. As you can see, it will boot up in just maybe 4 to 5 seconds. It's just crazy. And it's already in the login screen now. Next is the touchpad. It has the glass surface, so it's really smooth, and it doesn't feel like it has a coating. It's just really smooth, and it's very responsive. And another great thing about this laptop is the power consumption. Probably any other laptop also have a very good power consumption. This one, the laptop right now is not doing anything, and it's consuming around 20 watts, 20 to 25 watts. So during normal use, like when you're browsing the internet, watching videos, it's gonna consume around 50 to 60, probably around like 40 to 60 watts. I have Battlefield 4 running right now, so right now it's consuming around 167. It goes like up to 180 watts, so it's fine. And during game, the wrist pad is actually stays cool to the touch, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So it's just like around 97, 98 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, right there, 97, 95. On the WASD keys, around 99. So it's actually really good. So guys, that vapor chamber actually really works. That helps a lot. And then the setting of this, the video setting of the game is set to medium auto, because it only has the RTX 2070 video card. Next is the ports. It has all the ports that you will need, like USB-A ports. It has 3 of those, 2 on the left side and 1 on the right side. It has 2 USB-C ports. I'm sorry, 1 in here, this side, and 1 on the right side. And it has an Ethernet port, which is really useful when you're troubleshooting, especially when you're just troubleshooting your network. And if you also need an HDMI port, it also got one on the left side. And of course a headphone jack, which is a combo. Now I'm gonna talk about what I don't like about this laptop. First is the screen. The viewing angle is not really great. When you're viewing it on the side, it the sharpness gets bad. So it's not gonna be a problem if you're gonna be really in front of the screen all the time when you're using it. But for me, I also use it for work. I have to use another laptop next to it, which is a company laptop, to do my emails, communication with the team. So when I'm using this, I'm sitting in an angle that's not really centered to this laptop. So that's my complaint. The viewing angle is not that great. Next is the keys, the keyboard keys. They're a little bit shallow. It at first it's really weird. You really need time to get used to it. But after a while of using it, I actually prefer it than the keyboard on the Dell XPS. But what's really bad about the keyboard is the arrangement of the keys. If you look at the keys somewhere in the top, it's fine. But if you look at right under this row, when you look at under the L key, the two keys is not really right at bottom of the middle of the bottom of the L. So if you're gonna check the other laptops like the Dell, you see the gap of the two keys is just really right at the middle of the L key. So at first this is really throwing me off. I really thought that I'm gonna return the laptop because of this, and after a while I was getting used to it, so it doesn't really bother me that much. So if you think that could be a problem, I would suggest to try it on from the store or from a friend that has it before buying it. Next is the wrist pad, or the body is just too flat for my taste. So I like the Dell that it's a little bit wedge shaped, that when you're typing it's actually more comfortable to type on. This one is a little bit flat. I'm a short guy, so when I'm typing I'm kind of doing this kind of angle. So really minor issue, but not a big deal. Next is the wrist pad. It's a little bit warmer than normal. Like when you're just browsing the internet, watching videos, it still get warm, like 97. So it's fine when you're using it really just few minutes or an hour. But if you're gonna be using it for like maybe 4 to 5 hours, it gets really uncomfortable on your wrist. Just on this area in here is a little bit cooler, but on the left side it's a little bit warm. And that is in balance mode, balance profile on Razers. And I think they did that to not to make the fan spin up most of the time, so it will not build up dust really quick. And what sucks about it, if you gonna set it to manual, the only option is 2300 RPM. So the fan actually gets loud. It gets cooler, but it's loud. It's gonna go down to 95, just like on the right side. Next is the speaker placement. It's actually getting in the way on the keyboard. I like the WASD keys somewhere here. So my eyes is gonna be a little bit centered on the screen. With this, my eyes is kind of a little bit off. It's gonna be somewhere here because my body is gonna be like, yeah, you know what I mean. So if that speaker is not here, it could have, this keys could have been moved somewhere here, and then you're gonna have a numpad. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal breaker. Just a minor issue. And I almost forgot, guys. I really like that you can switch the function keys to and multimedia keys. So when you're working, you can actually just have the function keys as your primary key, and then when you're just playing or watching videos, you can use it the media keys as the primary. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and thumbs down if you don't. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.